Hi everyone, in today's video I will be sharing with you 3 reasons why girls are getting underdiagnosed with autism compared to boys. Now it's important to note that autism is a different neurotype that presents itself with difficulties in social interactions and communication, and also repetitive and restrictive behavior. Now, the first reason girls aren't getting diagnosed with autism as often is because they don't fit the stereotype of autism that we know. In other words, the model of classical autism that we know is largely based on research done in boys. In 2005, Stanford University did a research where they found that autistic females tend to demonstrate a lot less repetitive and restrictive behavior compared to boys. Okay, so that's really important because that's one of the criteria to diagnose autism. And now we're seeing a difference between sex, right? Females do this and males don't do this, or vice versa. Now, another great finding of this study was that they were able to notice discrepancies between male autistic brains and female autistic brains. Now, this is a step in the right direction to get us thinking that just because they don't fit the model, they're not autistic. Basically, we need more research that includes girls as well, so we could get a wider umbrella to cover these underdiagnosed females in our environment. The second reason girls aren't getting diagnosed with autism as often is because they often get misdiagnosed. Their symptoms of autism are oftentimes misinterpreted as them just being shy or quiet or just being spoiled. There's been accounts of girls having select mutism at school, where they just wouldn't talk in school and they would just rely on another friend talking for them. And they said it was okay, right? They kind of dismiss it as okay behavior when it was a really huge sign of autism. Now, oftentimes, struggling with undiagnosed autism leads to problems with depression, anxiety, or poor self-esteem. So this is when girls get diagnosed as, oh, she's just depressed, oh, she's anxious, instead of going deeper and figuring out what is causing that depression or what is causing that anxiety and that poor self-esteem. Many times it's because they internalize that they're having problems communicating with others. Like, why don't I understand this? Why am I so different? Like, I don't get it. Why don't I fit in? And it's because they're not diagnosed with autism, so they don't realize that it's just their brain is wired differently. And that not knowing part is what can lead to low self-esteem, depression, and anxiety. Now, another misdiagnosis is when girls are oftentimes diagnosed with ADHD rather than ASD, which is autism spectrum disorder. And that is because they see that they hyper-focus in certain things and have limited interest in other things, but they miss that these girls are having social impairments, right? They miss these cues or these symptoms because the symptoms are quieter compared to autistic boys. Now, the last reason here is that autistic girls make it through. They pass all the social norms for a certain amount of time, right? Girls are naturally better at mimicking social skills when they're early and when they're young. So this is why perhaps in preschool and daycare, they will seek out social interactions. They will probably imitate something that their peers do, and they get by with these skills, right? Very, very early on. It's around 3rd or 5th or 6th grade that they start really struggling, because at this age, girls' friendship and interactions become a little bit more intricate, and they are dependent more on nonverbal social cues, which is very difficult for autistic individuals to understand. Now, it's not uncommon to see 4th graders, 5th graders, or 6th graders that have been undiagnosed up until this point are starting to really internalize, why can't I keep friends? Why is it so difficult? I don't understand, why this is happening. And that makes them more susceptible to bullying, more susceptible to just being groomed. And it is a really big issue that's leading to the misdiagnosis of autism in females. If you want to know more about how autism presents itself in females, make sure you're subscribed, because I am working on a video that will be released next week on characteristics of autism in females that are easily missed. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and share this video. Bye.